On October 7, 2023, Israeli Ron Shemer, along with several of his friends, attended the Nova Music Festival. Instead of fleeing to safety when Hamas terrorists opened fire on the concertgoers, Ron ran back into danger to rescue his friends. He never made it out alive. His mother, Sigal, joins us to share the memory of her son. Also with us is Naomi Nussbaum of One Family. That's a charitable organization that is helping Sigal and other terror victims recover from tragedy. Sigal, first, our condolences to you and your family. I know this first anniversary of the October 7th massacre must be extremely difficult for you, so I can't imagine what you're going through, but we're glad you're here with us. Please share with us more about your son, Ron. What kind of man was he?
Wow, my son Ron, he was my life, the light of my life. He was a brave young man. He was beautiful inside and outside. He traveled in all the world. He had a lot of friends. He loved animal. He loved the nature, the sea, and everywhere he were, he tried to keep it, and he all the time wanted to help people to find a cure for cancer or another diseases. He was a great young man with great dreams that he cannot reach them now.
He was only 23 when you lost him. I imagine you must be proud of him because he put others first, did he not? I'm sure that didn't surprise you. So he had a chance to flee in a friend's car, but he returned to the event to help others. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, they tried to convince him to come home. It's dangerous to stay there. But he said, no, I cannot go home. I'm going to find my friends. So he looking for them. It was maybe 10 minutes, and he found them. He took them. He was the driver. He took them to Gamma shelter, but the terrorists, didn't go inside. They dropped 3 grenades, and the terrorists get inside and kidnapped my son. He go up with them, he go out, and he was struggling with them. I know that because one of his friends that stayed in the shelter was hearing on fighting with the terrorists. So he thought that they took him to Gaza for 1 week. I knew that my son is kidnapped. Only after 1 week, the army and the police and other people came here and knocked at the door and told me that they found my son with bullet in his head. I spoke with him at the phone that morning, and he told me, "Mommy, I'm coming home," but he didn't know about the monster that came into Israel. He thought it's only a bomb, like every Monday and Thursday there are bombs here in Israel. It's not something new to us, the bombs, but the monster that get inside Israel that day and kidnapped and raped and murdered people, young children and old people, and you know, it's something that I cannot think about it.
Naomi, 1,200 people were killed on that day. 240 hostages were taken. Nearly 100 are still unaccounted for. I can't imagine the trauma that the family members have experienced, also the terror the surviving hostages went through. So how is One Family helping them? What do you do?
One Family provides emotional support, financial support, and legal aid. Under the umbrella of emotional support, we have several tiers. We have traditional therapy with psychologists, psychiatrists, social workers, trauma-informed workers that you would expect for individual therapy, couples therapy, family therapy. And then really the heart of One Family is the social groups, the social support. We have support groups for all the different categories of people so that they can meet other victims in similar situations to themselves. and really truly feel deeply seen and heard and understood in a way that nobody else could possibly do for them. We provide the grief and trauma counseling that they need to get through the darkest hour. And then we provide more and more and more. We do everything with open arms. We try to infuse love and joy and gifts. We give them food and babysitting or hugs or whatever they need. And they make friends within this therapeutic context where they're learning the tools of resilience. And those friendships really get them through their darkest hour.
Well, what do you tell those who have suffered loss from terror if they blame God, if they become bitter and unforgiving? How do you help them overcome that?
Some people are angry and some people are bitter, and some people's faith is actually strengthened. So it's not a one size fits all. The PTSD and the grief is going to affect everyone differently. One family creates safe space where they're allowed to and encouraged to share the entire range of emotions that they're feeling. They should feel angry and bitter if they want to feel angry and bitter. And we teach them resilience, right? How to cope with that hole in their heart that will never fully close, ever, but also to try to rejoin life again. Live for the living family members, live for yourself, find a little bit of joy, even though we can never change what happened.
And finally, Sigal, what do you want people to know about October 7th and your son that they may not understand now 1 year later?
Okay, I want people in the world to know that my son didn't go to fight. He didn't go to the army. It was he's not a soldier. He went to a festival music. And the monster come and kill them and butch them and rape them and kidnap them and burn them, and a lot of horror was there for innocent people. Today is in Israel, tomorrow is in America.
Okay, Sigal Shemer, thank you. May God
Thank you.
may God bring you comfort and peace at this time. And Naomi Nussbaum, thank you and One Family for helping people overcome tragedy and loss. And may God be with both of you.